Today is August the 2nd, 2026, and it's my birthday. Yesterday was really rough on me. Mostly because I'm just tired of being by myself. And I think when people, they hear that, they think I'm really thinking about a relationship with a man. And I feel like that would solve the situation, but it would be great to just have regular friends. People you can call when you're feeling down. People you can call when you're feeling up. People you can call to do things with. All of those things. Today my company picnic, and I swear I was like probably real close to taking that fentanyl last night. And probably the only reason why I didn't was because they would have been looking for me. And I really want to go like when no one would be looking for me. I saw this video the other day on Facebook where this woman was recording because she hadn't seen her neighbor in over a month. And the fire department was outside and the police was outside, and they literally was trying to break into his apartment because the door was locked. And while they was doing that, she was saying, he gotta be in there, because the door was locked, the deadbolt door was locked, and she would see him come out on his balcony, and she hadn't seen that, and she had seen him going to the store, and she hadn't seen that. And when they finally got into the house, and I guess as soon as they opened the door, the smell of the decaying body must have came outside. She instantly started crying, and saying things like, Jesus, Lord, please, just all these prayers that don't mean shit. They really don't. They don't mean shit. And I'm not like in any way, faulting her. But he didn't have nobody. And had she not become suspicious a month and a half after he died, nobody wouldn't have known until the rent wasn't paid. Then the rent people would have been looking for him or looking to get that apartment back. They wouldn't have been looking for him. They've been looking to take him to court. But that means he didn't have nobody to call, wasn't nobody checking up on him. He probably was checking up on certain people, calling certain people. And they hadn't even noticed that he wasn't calling. And it just like made me mad because she kept on talking about God this and God that and God this and God that. And it's like, what kind of God you serve? You know what I mean? Everybody for real, what kind of God you serve that he only helps certain people? Because literally there is no God. The God is in you. The God people talk about, and God lifted me up and God did this for me, God did that for me, no, you did that. You did that. You and your inner self. Because ain't no exterior God somewhere making miracles for nobody. It's just not gonna happen. And the reason why I know, because I prayed for I would say about 20 years on a regular basis about one thing or another. And unless I decided that I really wanted it, unless I decided that it was something that I had to have. God didn't make it happen. I did. And I truly believe that my purpose, because I've been trying to figure that out for a while, what my purpose is. My purpose is to love myself, and it seemed like that's like the most difficult thing in the world for me to do. And the reason why I know is because nobody else does. I was having a conversation on an online situation, a live or something with somebody one time, and they was talking about, because people was, I love myself, and I said, how do you learn how to love yourself? You know what I mean? I don't think that people think about how they learn how to love themselves. The average person learns how to love themselves through their parents. And then, if they don't learn through their parents, then they learn through maybe other family members. But it all stems from the people who take care of you. And here's the thing, it's always other people. You didn't just come out the womb and decide, oh shit, I'm the shit, I'ma love myself. No, that didn't happen like that. And for people like me who never had that, it's hard. Because I know for a fact that I have been consistently trying to love myself since about the age of 49. Now I'm 59, so that's 10 years. 10 years I've been trying to love myself. And I may love myself a little bit more than I did 10 years ago, but not enough to not feel the way that I feel regularly. But I believe the universe is trying to teach me to trust what I know inside, believe in myself, and love myself and support myself. And a small part of me just like, I'm ready to go. Like, I don't want to do that. I've been trying. The other day I wanted to make myself this drink called a Crown of Roses, which is a very good drink, by the way, if you've never had it. I had it some years back at Kobe's, over there sitting around waiting on this girl who was having a birthday party at Kobe's. And the bartender had introduced it to me, and I really liked it. They used to have it on their menu. They don't have it anymore. But I stopped by there about a week or so ago and was, trying to, because I couldn't remember the name of it. All I know, it was very good. It was served in a martini glass, and, I was trying to come up with the name. And the guy that was working behind the bar had been with Kobe's for well over 10 years, he said. And so he made the drink for me, and that's exactly what it was, the Crown of Roses. At any rate, I was out Friday because they $14 a piece. So I had 3 of them and spent $42 on 3 drinks. I ain't even eat nothing at the restaurant. I just sat at the bar and ate, then drank 3 Crown of Roses. I was feeling good when I left there. And so I was out Friday getting all the ingredients. I'm going to have a drink by myself at home, trying to feel good and trying not to feel lonely and trying not to feel by myself. At any rate, I was going inside of this, coming out of this Goodwill, because I was in there looking for a shaker. So you can shake, because it's a drink, you got to shake and a shaker. I was looking for a shaker and some martini glasses. came out of there with the martini glasses. I didn't find the shaker, but came out of there with the martini glasses, and an Indian man was walking toward me. And I didn't really pay much attention to him, and I looked down a little further, and his whole family, probably his wife and his son and daughter-in-law, or his daughter and son-in-law, and all their kids was waiting on him to go down to where the Goodwill was, put something in the trash can, and come back. So as I'm noticing him, I realized the way that he's walking, he's gay. You know what I mean? I mean gay. Not just I think he gay, he's gay, right? And so in my mind, I'm like, man, he must be gay. You know what I mean? And I started thinking about how his wife didn't know that he was gay, and you know, that was kind of crazy that he was like, as a woman, how could you not see that? And, you know, I'm thinking about all these things. At any rate, they come and go, and I'm at home, and I made my little drinks, and I'm sitting around scrolling on the internet, and I've never had gay Indians come through my feed on YouTube, because that's where I was at, on YouTube. Why this gay Indian couple come through my feed talking about how you can't be gay in India, and they were in love and all this stuff? But the first thing that came to my mind, and they were two beautiful men, I mean just gorgeous, for real. But first thing came to my mind was, the universe was, let me see that what I thought about that guy was true. Which really didn't really have nothing about the guy being gay being true. It was all about the fact that I need to trust my intuition. Because I do find myself a lot, and it's probably why I be so frustrated about being alone, thinking something and wanting somebody else to confirm what I'm thinking is true. But I never have anybody. Not in the last year or so. I would say since I stopped being friends with Patrice, I don't have anybody to really like be like, girl, blase this and blase that about anything. It don't matter what it is. About whether I should go out of town, whether I should do this, whether I just somebody else to confirm something that I'm thinking, believing, or feeling. And maybe that's the reason why the universe is making sure I'm by myself. Because the rate of people walking away from me for no reason, no excuse, nothing. Because I've had, surface relationships with a few other women who I thought was cool, and I thought they thought I was cool, but just out the clear blue sky would just stop fucking with me. I mean, nothing happened. No argument. I ain't said nothing foul to them. Just done fucking with me. Which is really, if you think about that, that's a really kind of cruel way to teach somebody something. But obviously, they've been trying to teach me that for a long time, and I just refuse to see it. But now that I do see it, it don't help. It don't help that I see it. I can try to change. And it ain't even really, I guess, changing. It's just me acknowledging me, loving me, supporting me, understanding me, being there for me. Because everything I'm doing today and yesterday is for the people that I work with. For this picnic. I call it my secret birthday party. But for real, the only reason why I got up this morning and took a shower was to come over here and do this for them. Which was the reason why I didn't take that motherfucking fentanyl like I had in my drawer. because I didn't want them to know. Because they would have been looking for me today. Now, maybe nothing wouldn't have happened, but when I wouldn't have showed up to work tomorrow, they would have been really looking for me. I don't know. I'm about to pull up over here, and I don't really want to be like sad, so I got to put on the front and act like everything good, because everybody gonna be saying it all day. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. And really, truthfully, I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I bet you my kids don't call me today. None of them. Because my middle son been threatening to kill himself because he addicted to drugs. And probably the fact that his Indian girlfriend broke up with him because he been threatening to do it for a long time. I'm here. Gotta go.